All right, so welcome back to Iranian Things.
Yes, welcome back.
We are already on episode 13,
Wow, episode 13.
which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
For those who are joining us for the first time.
Yeah, welcome.
I'm Kiyu Mars.
And I'm Tan Naz.
And we
talk about all the cool things about Iran.
that you probably never heard about.
Right.
And lately we've been on this kick of
Folklore.
folklore and mythology, all sorts of creatures and legends.
And make Iranian culture so unique.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of unique things, today we are going to do a deep dive
Ooh, a deep dive.
into the world of
Who are we diving into?
the Elamite goddess,
Oh, very nice.
Pinikir.
Pinikir, love it.
And you sent me some really cool stuff about her.
Oh, yeah, it's so cool.
There's this clay tablet that was found in Susa
I'm
that lists 37
37.
Elamite gods.
A whole list.
Yeah, and Pinikir's right at the top.
Right at the top, number one.
So what can you tell me about this tablet and why it's so important?
Well, I mean, this tablet is, it's basically like a VIP list to Elamite beliefs, right?
Right.
Like, who are the top gods and goddesses?
Right.
And to see Pinikir at the very top, that instantly tells us that she was a major player in their belief system.
Let's go.
She was important.
Right.
Really, really important.
Totally. Yeah. And so, you had some other sources that you sent me where she's referred to as a mother goddess.
Mother goddess.
And I was wondering what that means,
Yeah, that's a great question.
in the context of Elamite society.
Well, in ancient cultures, mother goddesses were kind of seen as the source of everything, like creation,
Yeah.
life, abundance, and, it's not surprising that
For nurture.
nurturing, exactly.
Yeah.
So in many cultures, this role placed her at the center
At the center of it all.
of religious practice.
Yeah.
She wasn't just some random deity, she really represented the foundation of their world.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. But it seems like she wasn't
Right. There's more.
just all about nurturing. She was also
There's another side to her.
this warrior goddess.
Oh, yeah. Fierce.
Yeah. And you mentioned something about evidence found in Susa that supports that. What kind of evidence is that?
Well, archaeologists, they found all these images of her, and they show her, like, wielding weapons,
Oh.
swords, shields,
all
the
of
whole
them.
9 yards. And she's often shown with symbols of warfare and protection.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not just, text saying she's this fierce protector.
Yeah.
It's actually, visually depicted as well.
Visually, exactly.
That's so cool. So it's like this really interesting
Right.
juxtaposition, mother figure.
She can fight.
But yeah, can totally fight.
Right.
And it's even more interesting because her popularity
I know, right? It gets better.
wasn't just confined to Elam, was it?
No, not at all.
We see traces of her
She was a traveler.
in other culture.
She got around, yeah.
So where else do we see her popping up?
Well, for example, we see her in Hurrian religion,
Okay.
which was big in parts of what's now Turkey and Syria,
Oh, wow.
pretty far from Elam, right?
Yeah, and that's a long way.
And in Susa itself, which was this really diverse city, right? Like a melting pot.
A melting pot. Yeah.
She was very popular there, too.
So clearly people from all different backgrounds
Right.
were drawn to her
Yeah, yeah.
for some reason.
She had something special.
Yeah.
She appealed to a lot of people.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what it was about her that
What was her secret?
appealed to these different cultures because, back then, communication wasn't exactly
No, it wasn't like today.
instantaneous.
Right, no Instagram or TikTok.
So for her image and stories about her to travel so far,
Yeah.
she must have really made an impression.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
She left a mark.
So what do you think it was? Well, it's hard to say for sure,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
maybe it was that, that duality we were talking about. She was nurturing but also powerful, and maybe that resonated with people who are, facing all the challenges of the ancient world.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was her connection to other important concepts like
Oh, yeah.
the sky or the power of curses.
Oh, yeah. Makes you wonder what those curses were like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
We can only imagine.
Right.
But it all adds to the mystery.
Yeah.
She's this figure who represents the life-giving forces of nature, but also its potential for,
Oh, yeah.
destruction.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Right.
It's kind of like she embodies the complexity of life.
I think so, yeah.
Creation, destruction, protection, curses. It's like
it's all there.
All wrapped up into one.
In one goddess.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And it makes me wonder about Elamite society itself.
Mm.
Like, could her prominence point to a different kind of social structure?
That's a great question.
Like maybe one where women held more authority.
We know that Elamite society was pretty unique.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Right.
We don't know for sure how Pinikir's worship might have influenced their social dynamics.
Right.
But it definitely gives us a glimpse into their worldview.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine, right? This powerful female deity, revered as both, protector and provider. It really challenges, some of our assumptions about gender roles in ancient societies. I mean, who's to say how things really were back then?
Right, totally.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, and it's amazing how even just one figure, like Pinikir, can raise so many questions about the past.
Right.
So if you're as captivated by Pinikir as we are,
I know I am.
Don't forget to subscribe and support the show. We have so many more.
Oh, yes, so many more.
Deep dives to come, all
kinds of cool stuff.
Fascinating corners of Iranian culture.
So stay tuned.
Exactly. And
what are we leaving them with today?
As we wrap up.
Yes, a little food for thought.
A little food for thought.
Something to ponder.
Yeah, think about this. How might the worship of a powerful female deity
like Pinikir
have shaped Elamite society?
Their values, even their place in history.
Yeah. How did they see the world?
Big questions.
It's a big question.
Lots to think about.
Lots to think about.
Until next time.
Yeah, until our next deep dive into the world of Iranian things.
Bye.
See ya.